welcome. This week we have the message from our visiting guest speaker, Denis, who takes us into a look of Psalms chapter 16 and takes us through diamond-selling music albums and Bible sales to illustrate the enduring value and precious nature of the scriptures. Carry on listening, and I hope you enjoy it. God bless. See you next time.
So, when you picture a diamond-selling record, you probably think of massive stadium tours and pop stars, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely not a 3,000-year-old poem written by a guy who was literally running for his life.
Right. But today, we're doing a deep dive into a sermon transcript unpacking Psalm 16, and it honestly crushes modern pop records. We're looking at how this ancient text helps you navigate life's brutal highs and lows. I mean, think about the ultimate music industry flex, the diamond record. That's 10 million copies sold. Garth Brooks has, 9 of them?
He does, yeah, but look at the source material we're pulling from today. The Bible sold an estimated 19 million copies in the U.S. in 2025 alone.
Oh, wow. Just in 1 year.
Just in 1 year. And historically, over 5 billion. So it's, the ultimate multi-platinum heavyweight. And Song 16 specifically was labeled by its author, King David, as a Miktam.
A Miktam, which means what exactly?
What translates directly to a golden psalm, or like a piece of treasure, a literal golden single.
Okay, that's fascinating. Let's unpack that idea of an ancient single, because originally these Miktam psalms came with very specific musical instructions, right?
Right, which are, of course, completely lost to history now.
Yeah, totally lost. But if we could somehow find that original audio track today and just press play, what are we hearing? Is it an upbeat stadium anthem or more of a gritty, melancholic blues track? Because, David wrote this while King Saul was actively trying to kill him.
Honestly, it would probably sound way more like a blues track. I mean, you're talking about a guy desperate for survival. But the melody isn't really the point here.
No.
No, psychologically, singing this wasn't about putting on a performance at all. It was a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
He used this song to anchor his mind when his reality is just complete chaos.
And the text gives a pretty sharp warning about where we look for that anchor, doesn't it?
Yeah, it explicitly warns against misplaced worship.
Yeah.
The sermon we're analyzing points out how easily we idolize modern celebrities or even hyper-charismatic people in our own churches.
Right. We think they have all the answers instead of actually seeking true refuge. But wait, how does a song about being hunted by a monarch translate to everyday modern problems?
Well, most of us aren't dodging spears, obviously.
Yeah, I'm usually just dealing with burnout or family drama.
Exactly. And that's where the sermon zeroes in on a specific psychological tool in the text. It's the idea that, quote, the boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places.
The boundary lines, I like that.
Right. The speaker tells this great story about driving through the New Forest in the UK.
Oh, I've heard of that area. It's supposed to be pretty bleak, right?
It is. It's this bleak, wild landscape, yet he finds profound beauty in it. He puts that right next to the joy of his daughter, Naomi, landing a super competitive social work job out of university.
She beat out, 3 applicants or something?
Yeah, it was very competitive. But then he contrasts that joy with the devastating loss of his mother the year prior.
Wow. So it's like a mental real estate map, but how does that actually work in the brain? I mean, are we just supposed to ignore the bad stuff and pretend everything is great?
Not at all. The psychological mechanism here forces you to focus on immediate, tangible realities rather than, spiraling into existential dread.
So the pleasant boundary lines don't mean a life free of pain.
Exactly. They force your brain to shrink its focus to what you actually can control. You acknowledge the rugged terrain, but you actively choose to find contentment within your specific plot of land.
Religious texts often get a reputation for demanding strict misery, like you're supposed to suffer to be spiritual, but the speaker actually defends enjoying a simple glass of wine.
Yeah, the text is arguing for real joy and daily provisions, not some forced austerity.
Which makes sense. We spend so much time peering over the fence at our neighbor's supposedly perfect plot of land that we completely miss the beauty of our own.
And the speaker adds an important caveat to that pursuit of contentment. We actually do other people a massive disservice by pretending we always have the answers to life's struggles.
Right, like we have it all figured out.
Yeah, sometimes our understanding is just imperfect. That earthly contentment is really just a pointer toward a larger eternal security.
Which brings us right back to that bleak, wild landscape in the new forest. Think about a current struggle in your own life right now.
Yeah, what if the most profound step you can take today isn't scrambling for an immediate fix?
Exactly, or faking an instant answer. What if the real golden single is found by just sitting with that uncertainty and finding the beauty in the bleakness?